Hello, this is Brendan. I'm out at the Mumma Forbes back levee flood mitigation project. Came here to assess a possible loop road connector for the project. And today is Friday at around 3:40 p.m. December 4th, 2009. I'm going to take a quick walk. As you can see, it's a beautiful day, so happy to be here. And taking a quick walk down up this back levee. There's my truck and the levee as it goes down to Piros, and we're just going to kind of walk the alignment first, the first part of this video, so you can see what we're talking about. Tim, so this is the end of the road, or the back levee right here where my truck is parked, and there's over there is the existing riprap. There's a little bit of it here. We'll tie into that. But this loop road, for the basis of construction, will come through this area here. As I said, I'll do this quick walk through. Start an existing footpath through here. There won't be that many trees to remove. Try to remove as little as possible. And when I come back and edit this back in, I will have staked it and marked the trees that I think at this time will need to go. This one right here probably will have to go, but I'll flag it. We can keep that one, since it's a spruce, we can, but this cottonwood could go. Anyway, this game trail runs through here. Looks like a lot of elk activities have been happening out here. But the goal is through there and then back through here. We'd have to temporarily move this little shack, come through this pathway here to the driveway here. And that would make an excellent connector for a loop road. Okay, so I'm going to go get the flags and some stakes, and I'll video those in a second. Okay, I got the stakes in. I've marked a few trees. There's not many, which is good. This maybe have to be adjusted when Joey looks at it, but I think this corresponds with everything that Joey and Scott and I looked at when we came through. There's going to be a little hitch in the road. If you look all the way down, you might be able to see the flags. It's hard with this camera, but I'll walk through and show you. Here we go. So this first one, the ground's pretty frozen, so I use a couple rocks for that. There's the path coming down here to this first angle point, and you can see the stakes ahead of me. So the road will be connected through here. So there's a CL of the road center line coming through here. I think that tree will be fine right there. Again, we're on a game path or walking path anyway. This might be a little tight here. We got a spruce here, spruce here. It's about 14 feet apart, so I think we can get through there. Coming this way, and then we have this really large spruce, which I think would be more important to save than, well, that's up to you guys, but this one's smaller, by about 20 feet. This one's bigger. So that one I tried to work around this one right here by at least 7 feet. So the center line got kicked out a little bit, and you'll see why in a second, actually, when we make the entrance to the thicker part. This cottonwood in front of us would have to go. I can't tell if it's alive or not. I imagine it is in the summer. So that's one tree marked that would have to go for this road. And the center line would continue through here. And the goal was to kind of make this split between these two large, very large spruces. so we don't have to cut them down. I think the distance between the two is between 14 and 15 feet. I'm pretty sure Joey said we can get a dump truck through there. But maybe the worst case, one of these would have to come out. So there's the center line right there. And then these two cottonwoods right in the middle. This one's tiny. It's right there. It's only about 25 feet high. I imagine that would be of no consequence, and the one just beyond it is dead, definitely. There's no branches. So that can go, in my opinion, but I'm not the owner of these cottonwoods. So really you're only looking at 3 cottonwoods at this point. That far one, the big one, which is probably the most important one, one you're least likely to lose, and then these 2 smaller ones. The center line goes straight through this little shack, which is on skids. I think it'll be really easy to move. Not a foundation of any sort. And then it hooks back in to the driveway here. And I lied, I'm sorry, there's one more cottonwood marked. So, we'll trace our way real quickly back so you can see it from this perspective. This is where the trucks would drive out in that general direction. And Joey has stated that most of the curves are pretty manageable that way. So I'm not really investigating that at this point. Trusting his judgment since he was here for the flooding and was moving stuff out with big equipment. So, alright, so we're going to go back through. So Cottonwood 1, right here, center line of driveway will start to kick about 15 degrees through this shed. Almost like walk through at this point here. I'm going to go around. There it is. 2 trees, 3 trees. Split these 2 spruces. Continue on the center line. 4 trees, all cottonwoods. Sorry, I tripped there. And then we work our way down this center line all the way back to my truck. And it's pretty wide open here, so it shouldn't be much of a challenge. The only last thing is making this corner onto the back levee. Joey might have to fill in this area down here a little bit just so that that curve is a little more manageable for the larger trucks. So anyway, to sum it up, you got 4 trees, probably around 270 feet of road to build, and at worst case scenario you might have to take down one big spruce. You definitely have to trim them back, but that's it. So 4 trees, and that'll summarize my little field trip today, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.